What happened? You look really cute. Because I'm manic. Okay, yeah, I guess it's a good trick. The shittier you feel, the more effort.
All right, so I'd like to call the Town of Rochester Town Board July 11th workshop meeting to order. We've already said the pledge and we have done the roll call. So the first item on our agenda is acceptance of the agenda. The town board I'd like to make a motion that the town board accepts the agenda as prepared by the supervisor. I think we might not get through the agenda because it's already 9:20. But if you guys like, we can just make that call, you know, at like 10 tonight, see where we get instead of editing the agenda. Okay. So do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain. Okay, so I just want to submit the financial report, which I just have, I'll read out loud. So the June 2024 financials, revenue for June of 2024, general fund, $209,231.09. Highway fund, $5,101.21. Total expenditures for June from the general fund are $223,373.48. Highway fund, $274,446.03. Street lighting fund, $480.40. Capital fund, $400. Ambulance fund is $0, and escrow is $6,210.71. I put the abstract totals in the agenda, but we approved those. So first, just before we get into the item, I had the seeker on. I thought I had forwarded you all those documents before tonight, but I just did that tonight. These were prepared by our consultant. So we held the public hearings open until Tuesday at 3:30 for written comment. The reason why I was thinking that is we got, a lot of comments. We have these, we had a couple of comments that were for edits to the local law. And I was just thinking that it might go long and we might want a little bit of time. So I just wanted to see first, Mary Lou checking in about doing the seeker determination and if we should do that tonight or if we could hold off on doing that on
Either
Tuesday.
is fine. You just have to make the determination before you vote on the laws.
Okay. So I think we should hold off on that until Tuesday if you guys are willing to entertain a special meeting next week.
On Tuesday.
Well, I was thinking Tuesday. Renee can make Tuesday, but not another night.
Yeah, I can do Tuesday too.
I can make it work. I'll figure out.
Okay. I cannot make Tuesday because I have planning board and we're Warsing, but that's okay. You can, I guess, ask me whatever for questions. I think some of the questions tonight, Erin, I answered in your email.
Yeah.
That you had sent me and I responded. You might want to share that with the other board members.
Yeah.
But remember, it's attorney-client privilege, so it's just for the board members.
Yeah, so I can share that. I think just before we set that meeting, if you wouldn't be at the meeting on Tuesday, and Mary Lou also would like to leave as soon as possible from this meeting, so I want to just wrap up this conversation.
Nothing personal.
So yeah, I just it was something that we talked about before. So in terms of the reason why I was thinking Tuesday is because if we make edits, we would want to have that in front of us. If we wanted to vote at the audit meeting.
Right. If you do it on Tuesday, I mean, you have the Word document. You can make the changes right there.
Right.
And, or you can say, here's the changes that we agree to. Let's send them to Mary Lou. I can make them for you on Wednesday and email it to everyone. And then everyone will have had it 8 days before you vote.
Okay, does that sound okay to everyone? If,
I'm just worried because I won't be here at the audit meeting and I would like to vote on this. But I guess it is what it is, because we can't pass a law that allows. Can we vote later?
no,
The
not unless
town
we
board
make.
meeting is too late?
Hmm?
Is the town board?
Oh,
meeting too
it's
late,
the
August
first, it's August
It's
first.
the first. You could vote at the first and then
Be there?
run
Maybe I should
everything
just
to
vote
the
at
Board of
audit meeting.
Elections. You could do
Oh,
that.
Yeah, I think our only other, I think it's just that there were some suggestions made. I understand we had a lot of positive feedback, but there was one suggestion from the housing committee to edit the committee language, which I actually thought was a good suggestion. That's for local law G. And I wanted us to I didn't want to just like push that through.
Yeah,
I wanted
right.
us to consider those changes, and if we're ready to make some changes tonight and then talk about them more next week, but I didn't want to I want to take all the time we have to consider our choices, so.
I would like to take, I don't think I want personally to talk about them tonight. Like, I also wanna inquire with the housing. I haven't finished reading all of the 34 letters. And I didn't know of the housing committee's letter on this till they sent it. So
Oh.
I did not get to proofread. I missed their, like, it was like sandwiched in between a bunch of other like emails with them. But so I had no idea about that. And even though they had asked me some questions, which I think are reflected in the letter on what could happen, but yeah, so I personally would like the weekend through to just have some more time to review closer and to be able to come like prepared
Okay.
with my language.
If
Well,
I can interrupt for a minute on that housing issue, Charlotte, I couldn't really hear everything he was saying clearly. Most of the meeting I heard very well tonight. It's the first time that even the people in the audience were pretty clear, but I didn't take like copious notes on all this. I took 4 pages of notes. But if there are particulars that the housing committee would like to see, if you could get those to me by
I can
Monday.
forward you the letters
Yes.
that they sent. us. They
Okay,
had-
see, I
had
don't
them
remember
listed
seeing
out
that
as
one.
the-
I don't
Okay,
remember seeing that
I was
one.
gonna send it to you today, but I thought,
Oh, okay, it didn't come in the last group of letters that Kate sent yesterday.
No, it's a new one.
No, it's
Okay.
a new one, and I don't know.
Okay,
if
great. So send me that so I can look
Yeah.
to make sure that those things can be put
Yeah.
into the law.
okay, so when would you, if you want to be able to respond to any board members before our meeting on Tuesday, when would you like us to ask you questions or send you, because I want to make sure there's some things that we cannot edit.
Right, there are things
So
that
I
we
just
can't.
want, it would be helpful if Mary Lou could just.
Yeah, at least I can weigh in on it.
Yeah.
If people could get me things, let me look at my book here.
Okay.
If you could get me things by noon on Monday, if you can, I hate to say do it over the weekend. You guys work so incredibly hard. But if you could get it to me by Monday, just because I have another meeting and I have a bunch of things on Tuesday. So that way, even if I'm, doing the research on Monday night, it gives me a window.
Oh, I don't think I have that letter either.
Okay, so any of this is just, the board would like to take more time digesting what came up, looking at some of the questions. There were a lot of questions that came up in the information sessions that I was exposed to that like Mary Lou said, I've sent to Mary Lou very specifically to ask her to address this, so I can forward that email to you. But this is just, the board would like to take time, and we're trying to be mindful of the schedule if we do want to vote on these local laws to get them on the November ballot. That's why we're talking about this time. So if for the board, if you take a look at the laws and the public comments and any questions, and if you think, hey, there's maybe some adjustments we could do that would make answer some of these questions, and you can do that by noon on Monday, Mary Lou will have a chance to respond ahead of us meeting on Tuesday without Mary Lou. On Tuesday, we would need to we will be kind of deciding if we're making edits to any of the laws. We'll be doing seeker, and I might have some appointments, but that would be it. That's all we would be doing on Tuesday. Okay, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have a motion to schedule a special,
I make a motion to schedule a special meeting for Tuesday, the 16th. I know it now.
I'll second.
At
Sorry.
6:30, do we want to do PM?
or 7? Is 7 better for you guys?
Earlier,
Okay.
better than me, so
So 6:30.
keep it at 6:30 if that works for everyone
At-
else. At the Harold Lippman Community Center, and I request that town clerk Gunberg circulate notice.
I second that.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain.
You've got those motions down, Charlotte.
I sat here for far too many, Mary.
I know, you got it. though.
There's a chance that all 5 members will be at that meeting,
Wow.
which is very exciting because we're not gonna have that.
That's it, I'm not coming now. That's my, we finally got it out. Everyone else.
We could have a 6th member join us.
6. Oh, yeah, we,
Sailor.
Sailor could come and I can be early. Oh, that's true.
Okay, so Charlotte, I hear you don't wanna talk about any of the issues. Is there anything that anyone wants to bring up before we move on about it? I was really happy to see some people.
I was too. That's really nice.
Forgive me if this is out of context but I know that the Ag Advisory Committee hasn't discussed this much. Is
Right.
it too late for me to try and sit with them before Monday at noon or?
No, it's not. If you feel like you could get people, I was thinking about that the whole time we were having this, the public hearing, so that would be great.
Cause I saw.
And also, if the committee has comments, rather than just talking to you to make sure they're in the record, they should send in that letter by 3:30 on Tuesday.
Okay,
We did have an ag committee member comment.
I saw that,
Yeah.
I saw that. Okay, I will get on that.
Okay, let me know if I can support you in any way. And yes, they can still we could issue something for the record. We did not refer this to any of our committees, so lessons learned.
I kind of did to the housing committee unofficially. I was just like, hey, if you guys need something while we're waiting for the housing play image, I've been trying to do some small projects while we're waiting for the. So I was very happy to hear that. Send me home.
Can't get so with your son.
I know she said.
So for our next, okay. I know there's a resolution. Would you guys just like me to tell you what's going on with this highway roof repair quote that we got, before we? I received from our written request for quotes, I had one company interested, that came out, looked at the highway roof, and he gave me this initial quote, that's listed here.
The first one, you mean?
The first one, and when I called back to say, well, we didn't really want a full roof replacement, they gave me the second one, which is just to do the repair and retouring. I said that I would explain to the board, the above is replacing a roof, and it's has a 20-year warranty. The alternate is recoating, refiber matting. It's and there's only a 3-year warranty or guarantee on labor and materials. So before we can table this, if you want, we can award it tonight, but I just wanted to.
Personally speaking, I think the only one who got both previous set of quotes. I don't know if Emily was on the board when we got the last quotes.
I think
Or
so.
you might have
Yeah.
just started, it might have been
Yeah.
January or February, because I know it was
Oh, no, it was last year. You're right.
It was last year, yeah, so I think I'm the only one besides Supervisor Allen that saw the last quote, which was probably at about the same price as the first section on here, if I'm remembering.
No, there
It
were,
was, there was
one
like,
was,
I mean, altogether,
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
like 3 different quotes, because they sectioned it by like the type of, like the 3 different sections of roof on the building, so.
Yeah.
But it wasn't also, I don't think it was a full replacement for that either, it was just a repair, like another like. A repair and coat, but it was for the cost of almost that first full repair quote we have here to put like a perspective kind of on what we had previously, which is why we kind of squashed and we're like, all right, well, it's cold right now, it hasn't been hot weather, that's why, and so like. I personally would like to see this go through, like, I'm comfortable on voting on this myself, I understand if you guys aren't, having not been around for like the start of this happening. But this type of roof can only be done in hot weather. And that's the only reason why I would want to, if you guys are comfortable, pass it tonight so that we can try to get the work started while we can. I don't want it to get delayed and put past this winter.
Yeah, I feel like I've said this before, but this is a perfect example of a thing when I don't think that every single one of us, like, you being involved in understanding the day-to-day or like the background on this and then explaining it to me is helpful enough for me to vote. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need to brief each other. We're not all gonna be super aware of every single issue that comes here. So sometimes we do need a board member to say, this is what's going on, this is why it's legitimate, and this is why my recommendation is to vote, and that's enough for me. So I feel comfortable voting based on that information.
and by the way, the broken out one for that, it was $6,000 more than this.
Was it? Okay, I knew I was trying to do that. I was like, I know one was 53 and one was like 26. I was like trying to do the math in my head from remembering that long ago, but I knew it was probably close to that from the last bid when we were like, all right, well, we can't fix it now, let's just wait and rebid it, so.
Okay, and I did explain, he was kind of like this is the quality of the work would be the first one. And I was like, we have this building condition survey. We don't know what we're doing with our buildings. We've been talking about building new facilities. And he was like, oh, okay. Let me draw something up for you. So that was a decision that we made to not go for a full roof replacement because we didn't want to invest that much money when we don't have a full plan for how to move forward with our infrastructure. But we did patch the roof last year and it's not supposed to last. And there was a huge hole with like, water pouring
coming down
in.
it like in between the building and that
Yeah.
hasn't, right? It hasn't, so.
It hasn't.
So.
I think that was guaranteed for 2 years,
2 years.
and that was done last
Yeah, I thought we did a patch, or so I was like, I know.
year. We did a patch.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's what it was.
We didn't, it was below procurement and there was a budget item for it, so we did not as a board.
We didn't
make a
afford,
decision.
I remember that.
Okay, great. So it sounds like you guys, I'd like to make a motion that the Town of Rochester Town Board accepts the quote from J&A Roofing Company in the amount of $22,300 under the terms and conditions of the request for quote.
I'll second.
Any more discussion?
I just wanna say, I did reach out to my other, 3 roof companies, roof owners, and none of them do,
Prevailing.
prevailing wage.
Yeah.
So
I think that was,
that's really like the biggest number, something that's in between the two of like our policy. I just wanted to let you know, I forgot.
great, thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain. Okay, the motion carries.
Am I done?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
No, I thought so, but I didn't want to like
I
just
actually did want
disappear.
you to stick around for that resolution because it's our
Okay.
first, quote
Yep.
award that I've done as supervisor, so.
Well done.
Okay, thanks, Mary Lou.
All right, everybody have a great night.
Yeah.
Drive
Okay.
carefully.
Thanks. Okay. So I do think we should cap our meeting at 10.
I
Since we-
second that.
Great. Okay, but we do want to make headway on the zoning code, zoning map finalization plan. So we do have a mapper with the county assigned to our maps, but I did not receive them today and I didn't get a response of when should I expect them. So I don't know. What we talked about at our last meeting is if we didn't, so Emily, we have the spreadsheet of SBL numbers. Of what they are currently, what they were proposed to be in 2023, and what we as a board went through and have basically changed 50% of them back to their original zoning and adjusted a little bit more than 50% and then made some adjustments for the others. So I circulated those spreadsheets to you all. However, in order for us to schedule a public hearing, we actually need the map. So it's not the data, it's the map. So we can't schedule the public hearing. I can maybe get this up on the screen, but we, at our last meeting, we workshopped a letter and we would like to get moving on getting the mapping information out to the public. We didn't want to just have public hearings. We wanted to do an information session so that we could present what we've done. And we might have missed some things that we meant to change also. I kind of combed back through the data, but it's possible that someone could be like, I was under the impression that, so it would be good to hear from the public. Ideally, we wanted to mail notice of information sessions and public hearings to everyone that was originally impacted. So that's a little more than 500 parcels. And ideally, in terms of postage, we would be mailing an information session schedule and public hearing schedule in the same envelope. But because I feel like we probably need to schedule the information sessions, we should do those separately. So if possible, I would like us to finalize the letter draft that we have and schedule the public information sessions tonight, and then authorize the mailing of those form letters. And then we will have to just schedule the public hearing after we've received the map. I did talk to Mary Lou. This didn't happen before, but I would like to put the SBL data out there publicly so that we can put the SBL data like on our town website and on eCode 360 so that even ahead of the maps, if we're having a public information session, people could view the SBL
like a
data.
spreadsheet, like
That's a great idea.
So I made a clean version that I think I'm just gonna color code and maybe add some arrows too, like we talked about. But otherwise, it's sorted by the columns, but there's no notes, there's no identifying information. People can like find property, you could like.
pretty much what we were working off of.
Yeah, but
when we were streaming it.
But this one wouldn't have all the like 10 different columns of.
Oh, no, it would just be like the original.
Oh, yeah. So we can do that, and then once we have the map, depending on when that was, I would draft the local law for that. Then when we have that, then we can schedule the public hearings draft. Do you guys feel up for scheduling information sessions? And then I can get the letter maybe up here. So do you want to look at the letter first or schedule the information session?
I think we should schedule the information sessions first, so we have it done, because the
letter's
letter,
gonna take longer.
The letter's gonna take longer, but also worst case scenario with the letter, I feel like we could send you edits if we had to, like.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think.
Send you them.
Yeah, we don't actually have to vote on
the
those.
schedule.
We don't have to vote on the exact language of the letter,
Okay.
but part of the letter is I signed every board member's name at the bottom.
No, let's
And so I wanted
try to
to,
finish the letter tonight. I
Okay.
like that. Let's schedule
Um,
the-
but
Yeah.
so I would like I hear the public wanting us to wrap this up. I was thinking, for me, I would like to, this is just, we can't do this tonight, but I would like to schedule the public hearing at our August audit meeting, which is August 29th. And that gives us 6 weeks to have information sessions. But the letter itself, we have to give 2 weeks for the letter to hit mailboxes, because that's last year, some people didn't get them for 2 weeks. So I was thinking, like, it would be closer to those public hearings, but it would be like the 17th of August, the 20, you know, like those weekends. We could do 2. I think it's gonna be, we're basically presenting, for the most part, hey, we heard the public and we've like put some changes back. We've taken some changes back, but so hopefully they will be like well received, and we can stream them. And so what I'm thinking is public hearing would be on the 29th, and then the 2 weeks prior to that is when we could schedule public.
Okay, start with when you're gonna send the letters out.
I mean, if you think to print them, we could do it next week.
Yeah, I can have them done on Monday. I have it's just gonna be a form letter.
And then it takes 2 weeks for.
We just have to give it 2 weeks, and then I don't want it to be scheduled for 2 weeks from when we send them. People should have time.
Yeah, so starting like August 5th, like that week, or week of August 4th.
So
Between the 4th and the 29th, you wanna schedule 2.
yeah. Or I guess I was thinking between the 11th and the 24th. Schedule 2, or the 25th. Between the 11th and the 25th.
Wow.
We do have,
I defer.
So I am, yeah, I mean, after the 18th, open, and like any day from the 19th on, I'm free.
okay. I don't,
Before.
the 24th, August 24th, we could have the Saturday one.
That'd be good. What time do we usually do Saturday?
Like 10?
Oh, 10, yeah. Oh, I love the morning one.
And 3 of us should be there. If I'd like it, I mean,
I can be
We
with
would.
it.
I can be there, I just feel bad that I didn't have anything to do with the process.
well, you'll get to
Then
hear,
you should extra be there.
I'll record them.
I think I should be exempt.
My very first,
I was pregnant when we started these.
I think my very first day was like
Well,
or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
One of my first days was like.
It
when
was,
you're
your first
presenting
day
that.
was the map meeting,
Yeah.
was the info session.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now it's tradition.
then I was thinking a week, during the week, evening,
Yeah, let's do an evening.
Not that I like doing this to myself, but Wednesday, the housing committee meets via Zoom and they're still signed out for the community center, so we could do it that Wednesday and know that we have the building.
the 21st or the 14th?
The 21st, the third Wednesday.
Do you guys think that is?
I should be able to make that hit.
We should also allow people to participate via Zoom,
I
I
agree.
think, in case they're traveling. Do you think those 2 dates are too close? Should we like spread them apart, or do we think it's okay having them so close to when I'm thinking about having?
The 21st, the 24th, you're saying are those two too close?
Yeah,
No, I think
No, I think
That works better
I think if
sometimes.
all 3 of them are the same week is fine also.
okay, because
Like,
people
I
want,
don't,
I think it's more about time, like
I think
having a variety of time.
I think
and
it's, yeah,
days.
hours of when they happen and then that they get notice.
Yeah.
Cause if we allow participation via Zoom, then it's like, as long as they know what night these are, they can
Okay.
participate.
Yeah.
so August 21st.
And then just make sure to note that in the letter.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, okay.
People can participate.
Yeah, I'll have to put that Zoom in there, and so that should be at 6 or 6:30. I would say 6:30, only because that's consistent with
Standard.
your times for your meetings.
Yeah, I think so. That's it.
And I haven't verified, I don't know if we have a way to verify if the community center is available on August 24th.
I don't know, I don't think anybody has confirmed that yet or reserved it. I could double check tomorrow morning, but
Okay, we'll go ahead and,
usually the only one that's consistent is the clothing on the 11th. That will be the 11th.
yeah, that's on Sunday.
And I don't know of any political parties that have booked out. that
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
I'll let you know 100%.
Okay, well, I think we can go ahead and schedule them with that slight risk
Mhm.
that we might have to. Come back. But I think you think it's pretty,
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
okay. Okay,
Sorry, Erin, which day did you mean the 24th?
the 24th,
Okay.
we wanna say where it is.
I just wanted to, Bethany, I knew when the parties were for each summer session and one's the 23rd, so that's why I just wanted.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, wait, they have their end of the year
Yeah,
party, their
yeah.
taco party,
Yeah.
one of those days.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay, great. So, I'd like to make a motion, to schedule two special town board meetings for the purposes of holding public information sessions regarding, two public information sessions, to be held, the first on Wednesday, August 21st at 6:30 PM at the Harold Lipton Community Center. And the second on Saturday, August 24th at 10 AM at the Harold Lipton Community Center. And request that the town clerk circulate notice. Second. For discussion, should we put I said the start time, should we do a window for people? So we should say like 10 to 12.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, when we said three,
2 hours.
yeah, when we've said three, it was,
Like full work.
when we said three, it was, we ended early and then we like had to hung out.
Yeah, definitely too.
Okay, and I'll amend that 10 AM to 12 PM, and then 6:30 PM to 8:30 PM. Who's seconded that?
I second as amended.
Okay, great. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained. Okay. So for the letter, I can, I'll get it up.
Good night.
Night. I'm sure it's gonna. Sure. I love your pasta tattoos.
Oh, thanks. Pasta tattoo. What's? She has bow tie for West Coast, but they're bow tie pasta, not ribbons.
I missed it.
Yeah.
No, it is addicting. Every time I see a tattoo, should I stop?
Now it's not now. I get one to my child. Now she's just smacking it into this like pitch.
I started tampering back when I started removing. Then I was like,
You've removed, I haven't removed any of mine.
I started removing this, but it's gonna take 100 years because it's so thick and,
I just get covered.
Because it's hard to cover when it's this thick. Yeah. What, I know,
Do you download any tattoos? We'll talk.
okay, it's just, yeah, we'll talk. Be careful.
Would be.
Yeah.
If you, my friend had one that was like similar things, so she made it, they made it into, okay, so with stems.
That's why I
covered up.
wanted to do a flower bouquet. And they told me it's too thick.
No, I've been in a bartender in these counties, or no, tattooers, bartender. Sell you, you go to work.
Thank you.
How yeah, use my favorite. Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna
Where
work.
is he?
He's in Wappingers, right? He's at, oh, I know that it's, yeah, it's lightning something, right? Like, I know there's signs of lightning. Well, high voltage, is it high voltage tattoo? Something like that. I'll send it to you. But one of my jobs, when I was 14, I worked at a florist shop that was next to a tattoo shop he worked at, and we made the flowers for the front desk. So he would come over and bring me temporary tattoos. And I would give him like flowers.
So one of my tattoos is from, I was bartending and I would give them drinks and they.
Love a bar.
Me too.
Okay, so this is our draft letter, and I thought I can just edit it with you guys. And then anything you wanna leave open. Again, we don't have to, this isn't through resolution, but I thought it'd be better if it came from all of us. So, Renee drafted the intro based on our conversation last week, where we wanted to really acknowledge the process that the town had been through with this. So I thought you struck a really good tone.
It might be too feely. I don't know.
No, I like it.
No, I thought it was really.
I thought it was
think-
really
I think-
good.
I think it's really good. Sorry, the last sentence I said, read again.
I think that was taken from my language, and I tend to write like this. I think we could edit it to say, you're receiving this letter because you were impacted by this process. Your parcels were part of the original proposed changes. And then period, this letter outlines what the updated proposals are. Or something.
But we have some people that weren't, I don't have an issue with the end of it. My issue is we were part of the original proposed change, because there's some people that we changed that weren't originally changed. Like that one on 209
That requested
that
it.
requested
We
it,
have,
like
like,
that,
three-
if you like that, so like it would be. I would say like you're part of the original proposed changes or the new one, or the newly proposed changes, so that it's clear that like. If someone got one that didn't get one before, they weren't supposed to get one.
But
before.
isn't that covered by being impacted by this process?
Yeah.
Whether it
because
was
just cut it
original,
off.
oh, but yeah.
Cause
you were
those, they
impacted
were
by this process.
impacted, cause they were like, what about me?
So can
Is that what you're saying?
Just that,
So can we
covers,
take that
that's an
comment out
umbrella.
and make it an or, and then after changes, make a period, and then we
Oh, I
are
see.
outlining as a separate set, like do you, because you're impacted by this process, or your parcels were part of the original proposed changes. Period. We are outlining what the updated proposals are in this letter for you.
I have a small thing that, take it or leave it, but the sentence before that, we value the feedback from the community, and as a result from the public comment and evaluating your concerns, the board has made changes to the original proposal. I was gonna say maybe it replace evaluating with responding, or something about
I didn't like evaluating it because
something, yeah, something, it's not that I don't like evaluating, it's just that I think what we're,
And
to be more
hearing.
precise is like,
And-
it's literally in response to what we heard. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
because evaluating to me indicates maybe.
But not all of them are, we didn't change everyone who spoke back.
But that's still a
You know,
response.
yeah,
If somebody made a concern and you said, we're keeping it.
Yeah, if you said
I
in
guess-
response to your concerns.
It's just kind of like, we made a proposal, we
We
got
could
feedback,
say-
and now we're making more
Instead of your concerns, we might wanna say,
or in response to the public comment.
yeah, in response to the concerns raised by the.
yes, yeah.
We value the feedback from the community. Maybe you could do period, in response to the concerns raised during public comment periods. The board has made the following changes or something like that.
In response to concerns raised from,
Or by the public.
By the public, for the public.
by the public,
It doesn't matter, it's the same.
then we take out that comma spice by doing that. I guess we do need a comma. Do we need a comma?
There, yeah.
In response to the concerns raised by the public, the board has made changes to the original proposal. From, well,
think
no,
that's
we're
just-
fine.
yeah.
We say it already. You're receiving this letter because you were impacted by this process. Period, or your parcels were part of it.
Semicolon,
I always tend to try to do less, so I would just do period, because I still think the second part is covered by the first part,
Yeah.
but that's just a stylistic thing. I don't,
Like, take that out.
that's what I would do.
Let's see.
And then,
And then we say this letter. Ooh,
just say that I would just say we are.
I agree.
outlining the updated proposal in this letter. And inviting you to a public, or to
invite-
informational session.
To additional informational session.
I think it's good that you're sending two letters, one for the informational and then one for.
I
because
agree,
they're
yeah.
saying
More
tonight.
communication. Sorry, we are outlining what the updated proposals are in this letter. Oh, I thought there was a change. We are outlining the updated proposals in this letter.
Maybe
That's
just
what I
in
said.
inviting you to the.
yeah, you don't need the R.
Say we are outlining the updated proposals in this letter.
Let's just.
Inviting you to additional information sessions.
okay. The background. We didn't edit this at all, except Kate pointed out that the public hearing was on the 30th. Oh,
December.
of November. Oh, sorry, oops, sorry, no, I changed the wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was changing that. Draft local law represents the initial proposed changes that were considered at the November based on the strong showing and input from the public at that hearing, the town board scheduled 3 information sessions. Have direct dialogue with the public, those occurred on December. Since those sessions, the town board has conducted 4 workshop meetings where town council members re-reviewed the proposed changes and created a new proposal that incorporates input. So this is, we talked about a chart with arrows.
I like it, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't want to print these in color, so the color was just for the draft, but color is 5 cents a sheet, so I don't want to pay that for like these arrows, so it'll be in black and white. I was thinking for the heading, it should be maybe draft, should it say, should be consistent and say draft local law 13 proposal or just 2023? Do you think it's clear?
I think it's clear. I think even if you didn't say draft, if you said 2023 proposal, it's clear.
Okay,
I think everyone knows
I think-
what the original was. at this
Okay.
point. I think everyone's well.
They're just waiting for their letters.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
waiting for their letters. They just wanna know what.
okay. So what's next? The town board will be holding public information sessions ahead of a public hearing to answer questions, share information. So I want to say to present our new proposal, answer questions. Okay,
Mhm.
the informations are scheduled for, so we are deleting the public hearing part.
When we do the times.
Wednesday,
Wednesday, August 21st. At 6:30 p.m. Saturday. At 6:30.
oops, sorry.
Saturday, August 24th. From 10 a.m. to noon. And that's it, because we're not saying anything about Karen.
Aaron, you put up the PM after the 6:30 on the first.
Oh, I made a
I don't need to.
stylistic decision. Okay, at,
And I know how much people love to send us grammatical edits of our agendas and letters, so I just.
oh, I guess, and then we have.
Oh, yeah, and do you want to say that there's gonna be Zoom?
Yeah, so for participants who may wish to, participation. What should we say? Participants who may wish to offer comment. We don't wanna, I don't wanna say that. I feel like.
Not for them.
People,
I mean, I-
can participate in any of the following.
Oops.
Should it just be comment? People who wish to offer comment, questions or concerns may do so in one of four.
Or I like, you may participate. In, through, not in, I don't know.
Through any of the following options or something.
Or like you said, falls on the clear lanes and then.
One of the following. But no, because that implies one of, they can do all, they can write a comment and. So I would say you can
Through
participate.
any,
And yeah.
Okay, but isn't it 4 ways?
oh, we're gonna say Zoom.
I would just say you may participate through any of the following ways.
I would just change
Why
appearance.
do we
in
just say
per-
how many?
No, Aaron, just say one. You go to one and change appearance in person and put /Zoom. After person
Uh-huh.
at one or more of the following information sessions, then it's 3 options still.
For in person, appearance in person or,
Via.
okay. So, I need to put the Zoom in. Okay. I'll add the Zoom information for that. And we will put that in the notice. And then, copies of the new proposed local laws and maps are available online, so I won't. What should we say? 'Cause they'll probably be by the time people get this, but I don't wanna guarantee it.
So maybe we say copies of the new proposed local laws and
Of the new,
a chart of changes by SBL number are available online there. And then we can do like an asterisk at the bottom that like maps should be available, we are waiting on them. We are just waiting on the maps to come back to us, but anticipate to have them by the information session. Cause then people can still look up the actual information, they're not at all, the only difference between the spreadsheet and the map is that you're looking at the physical borders and the colors that we color bordered everything too. Other than that, the spreadsheet's the same information. You know what I mean? So if we just like leave an asterisk saying, we will have this, we should have this available, but we are waiting for it.
So maybe take out max.
Yeah.
And then under it say.
we could say copies of the new proposals
Are
are
available
available
online.
online.
Yes, that's,
Yeah, there we go.
wow, that's such a lawyer out.
And then I can add that PDF. Oh, shoot, we're past 10 o'clock, you guys.
That's okay, I think.
I think we wanted
We
to
have to
finish this
finish this.
first.
if we
Okay,
make
great.
it.
Hopefully Michael's okay with us signing in the bottom. I think that's it. You guys feel
That's great.
okay about this? Do you want me to circulate it?
Yeah, can you scroll down to the
Just
bottom
Michael.
again, Erin?
May read it too.
He's on vacation.
Can you say thank
Until
you?
when?
Can I change the signature?
Yeah,
Can we say thank you? We look forward to hearing from you.
Oh, right.
sure.
Makes me feel better about it.
Or we look forward to
Or
seeing.
we look forward to
will-
hearing from you.
Yeah, or we look forward to seeing you, just something that's like a little. Another like
Oh,
nod saying we want to invite them.
It's asking me for,
AI.
I would say, please tell your friends and neighbors. What, they should, it's so nice, spread the word, not everyone's getting this. People, we might just be going to people's parcels who's changed, but maybe adjacent parcels are actually affected.
You could say, like, even for the 3 ways, like up in that section, say we encourage you to,
Spread the word.
yeah,
We encourage you to help us spread the word.
invite your friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
You may participate, where do you want me to say that? Like
Maybe
after?
under the Harold Clifton Community Center. And then it will give them 3 ways, or any of the following ways to tell them how they can.
Participation.
Why did you make your life harder?
Oh, because it says you and that's coming right after we said we encourage you to spread the word and then says you may participate.
Participation.
Can occur
Yeah.
through any.
Okay.
Should it be any of the, or no?
Wait, can you just,
The following,
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I didn't wanna keep, like, it feels like there's so much coming at you, but yeah.
I think things are
There
getting
you go.
highlighted and then deleted.
yeah,
because-
I'm watching it on the board, it's like doing weird things
It's-
with your cursor and like.
Yeah,
selecting
it's because I'm not good with the trackpad and
I do not own
my hands brush over it and
Can we do sorry, when you're done. We encourage you to spread the word. Can we just say about the public info sessions?
Yeah.
Just so that it's. It's not like spread the word about, I don't know, Let's be specific.
I used to do that. Okay.
I know what you're saying. You're saying you don't have to go telling the whole town that your parcel changed.
Yeah, we're saying like if you just tell people
Yeah.
in what sections are back out, yeah, it's
We
not like you
want
don't have to
people
tell
to
everyone
show-
that you're so what district we're trying to change you to, tell them that.
Should we add an exclamation mark?
I honestly think we should,
I think
but
we need more emojis in our letter.
there's not a
for
single
the-
exclamation mark in this. If it's going to be one, it should be there.
Oh, yeah.
We want you to
You
come,
should, yeah,
but
I like it.
that's.
We encourage you to attend.
And help us spread the word. Or help spread the word, yeah.
Exclamation
Yeah.
point. Are we?
Otherwise
all-
it sounds so strict. This isn't an obligation, it's an invitation.
Oh, no. What do you guys? Think? Exclamation point.
What, no, it's too.
I would go,
Looks
I
like
would
an
put it,
obligation.
I think I would,
All right.
I
Okay,
think I would put it back.
now it looks like we're yelling at them.
Tell them.
Every person.
You don't rent a billboard, buy.
Should we just take this out?
Yeah,
Fine,
we're saying.
this is a sign.
Okay. And then we said, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Okay, okay. You guys feel good about
Yep.
the letter? We'll probably be mailing this on Monday, so I will send this to you all. Okay, 10:19. And we said that we were gonna adjourn at 10. So
Great.
I know we did not get to the rest of our agenda. But we have to set some boundaries, so I actually do need to have the executive session.
Okay. I can totally for two of these give you guys small like sentence updates on.
If you'd like to, is everyone okay with 2 sentence updates from Charlotte?
Just the STR, I can send around the housing committee, got all the backup information for us for their recommendation letter, so I can send you the numbers of parcels.
Thank you. Thank you.
For you guys, and then I'm just waiting to. For the removal of the concrete. Should be available
Okay.
next week. I just
Great.
want to-
Okay.
Motion to enter executive session.
And then-
At 10:17 for the purposes of discussions of matters leading to the discipline of a particular employee.
There was a second on
Yeah,
that?
I
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstain. Okay, for the public, we're entering to executive session, so we're gonna stop streaming and then we're going to adjourn. And we will not come back on for that.